I always thought it was funny that people go to the store to buy supplies when there's something happening, like a snowstorm, and people are running up to the store to buy supplies while it's snowing. Or if there's a hurricane, people are running up to Home Depot or Lowe's to buy plywood. They're preparing while the situation is happening. You don't buy a firearm while you're being robbed. You don't call the insurance company to get a quote after you've had an accident. And just like Noah in the Bible, God told him to prepare prior to the event happening, and he took active steps like we should be doing, taking active steps to prepare for something, whether it is the end of the world or some kind of society breakdown, or just financially to better your life. Just in case nothing happens, you still want to prepare for a better future. And in doing so, you need to stop wasting your time. Everybody gets the same amount of time. Everybody's heard that before. We all get 24 hours. But what you do with it is how your life will turn out. You have people sitting around watching hours of, videos and movies and not doing anything productive. And at the same time, they could be doing something else to better their life. Spending 30 minutes a day learning Spanish or something, or taking a course online on how to get better, or how to do some kind of survival situation or anything. But most people want to take the lazy way, the easy way. And just like losing weight, everybody's taking, a shot to lose weight because it's easy. But they could just as easily and healthier, more safe, stop eating so much. It blows my mind that everybody wants to take the easy way, the lazy way. I mean, I understand why. I think we're wired to take the easy way, doing stuff, anything in life. But you get more satisfaction out of life when you produce something on your own. Would you be more proud if you lost 30 pounds taking a shot? Or would you be more proud of yourself if you worked your ass off and you lost it on your own? Or if you built a company, would you be more involved with the company if somebody gave it to you, or if you bought it? Or would you be more proud of it if you put the equity into yourself and went through the struggles and learned about what makes it, work? It would be a more successful business if you did that, if you put the work in. And that's with anything in life. But most people want to sit around, they want to waste their time, they want to not do what needs to be done, and then when the situation arrives that is a catastrophe or a snowstorm or a hurricane or anything, then it's time to do something. Then it's too late to do something. Everybody needs to start doing the work now, start putting the equity in now, and actually understand how to do it, and start using your equipment and understanding how it works. How do you do something when you don't have electricity? How do you wash your clothes if you don't have a washer? How do you do the dishes if you don't have a dishwasher? And most people can't even change a tire or change their oil, or simple things that, like, just 30 years ago everybody knew how to do. Most people don't even know how to make dinner. It's easier just to push a button and have it ordered to your house. It's already taken care of, and that's why you're broke. That's why people are so in the boat of being and struggling, is because we buy everything. from food to entertainment. And obviously, rent and stuff needs to be purchased. Electricity needs to be purchased. However, if you cut small things out of your life and do them yourself, wash your own clothes, buy a washboard and wash your clothes, and see how much energy it actually takes into it. You'll appreciate your washer more. Wash your dishes by hand, you'll appreciate your dishwasher more. But you'll have the ability to do these things if the power goes out. You'll have the ability to take care of yourself when there's no electricity or something happens. At least you'll know how to do it. Make your own soap. You'll have the ability to clean yourself if the supply chain goes down. Start walking places. You'll appreciate your vehicle more. You'll have good exercise. But the laziness in this country and the entitlement of people to thinking, well, I can just push a button, or I don't have to do that. It is really depressing to see how many people act that way. How many people are, on some kind of benefits program from the government because they just don't want to work. And they brag about it. These people are not going to make it. They have their heads so far up their ass, they're so lazy that they expect anybody and everybody to do stuff for them. But when society breaks down to the point of that bad, people aren't going to care about them. People are not going to give away and help these type of people. Everybody is expected to put in work and do stuff. And I don't want people to be like that. I want people to understand that it takes a lot of work to do the smallest thing. But we've become so accustomed to, like I said, just pushing a button and whatever you want happens. That microwave mentality of people is going to get you killed when something major happens, when a catastrophe happens. There's no Grubhub when there's a hurricane. There's no paying somebody to do something when it's not safe to do it. You're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to put in the work. And you need to start now while it's somewhat stable, while it is somewhat safe to do so still. You need to learn how to use your firearm. You need to learn how to use your preps. You need to try to start a fire with the sticks or a little, a flint. Do this stuff now. It sounds silly, but you don't know what you have until it's gone. And when it's time to use it, it's going to be too late if you've never practiced with it.